Every musician eventually faces the same question. Should I sign to a label or stay independent? One path gives you money, connections, and power, but at a cost. The other gives you freedom, ownership, and control, but demands discipline. If you're serious about your music career and don't know where to start, this video will save you years of mistakes. What's up, Proj Black fans? Today we're going to talk about going label versus independent, the truth every serious musician needs to know. Part 1. What a record label actually does. Think of a record label not as a charity. It's a bank, a marketing machine, and a distribution network all in one. Here are the core functions a label provides, and there's about 5 of them, so we're going to go down into them. Starting with the first one, they provide funding, which they also call advances. Money for recording, videos, marketing, tours. But remember this, even though they provide money for all that stuff, it's a loan, not a gift to you, and you have to pay that back. Marketing and promotion, radio, playlists, PR, billboards, influencers. So labels basically handle all the promotional side of things as far as where it gets distributed, who's playing it, where, and what radio stations, all that stuff. Which leads into the distribution part, which is where they get your music heard everywhere globally. 4. They have industry connections, so they can offer you gateways to producers, writers, managers, agents, sync licensing teams, and all that stuff. 5. They offer infrastructure, teams that handle all the music business aspects, so you could just solely focus on your art and your craft. Labels can take you from unknown to mainstream fast, but remember, nothing they give you is free. Part 2. What being independent actually means. Being independent means you are the label. You control your masters, your publishing, your release schedule, your branding, your marketing, your revenue. You keep the money, ownership, and the freedom, but you also carry the responsibility. Independence is powerful, but only if you treat your career like a business. Part 3. The real cost of signing a label deal. Let's talk about the part labels don't highlight, and we're going to break them down into 5 sections. The first one is you lose the ownership. Labels can often take your masters, sometimes forever. 2. You owe those advances back. Going back to the first section where we said the label gives you a loan for all those studio times you booked, all the marketing, all the video stuff that they gave you the money for. Yeah, you got to pay that back. And you don't get paid until the label recoups every single dollar they spent on you. 3. You lose the creative control, which means the label can decide what songs you release, what genre they release it into, especially if they're trying to compete with other labels and the trends and things that are currently popping. They control when you release, what your image is going to be, and who you collaborate with. 4. You become a business asset. And if you don't perform financially well, they can shelf you and put you to the side and then work on the next one. 5, and this one's really screwed up, but you get a small percentage. Labels often take 70 to 85% of the revenue, and you get the small percentage, which is barely anything, barely little to nothing. It's kind of screwed up, isn't it? A label deal overall can either change your life or trap you in a contract you cannot escape. Part 4, the real cost of being independent. Independence isn't free either. You pay for everything from the studio time, the videos, marketing, and the ads, as well as the distribution. 2. You need business skills, branding, strategy, budgeting, networking. All this is very useful. Say either find a mentor or take a class at your local community college or something like that in order to get some business skills around that. 3. You move slower. You don't have a massive machine behind you. 4. You must build your own team. So managers, producers, videographers, marketers. 5. And you carry all the risk. If you fail, that's all on you and nobody else to blame. Independence gives you freedom, but freedom requires discipline. Part 5. Who should sign to a label? A label makes sense if you're gaining traction fast, need major funding, want global exposure, you want radio and mainstream media, you want a team to handle everything, and you're ready to trade ownership for scale. Labels are best for artists who want to go big fast and don't mind giving up control. Part 6. Who should stay independent? Independence makes sense if you want full ownership, long-term wealth, if you're patient, business-minded, willing to learn marketing, if you want creative freedom, and you're building a niche for a loyal fan base. Independence is best for artists who want control, longevity, and ownership over their stuff. Part 7. The hybrid model. There's a third option most beginners don't know about. The hybrid model. You stay independent, but you partner with companies for specific services such as distribution, marketing, playlist pitching, sync licensing, publishing admin, brand deals. This gives you the freedom of independence with the support of a label without giving up ownership. Well, it's the best of both worlds. Part 8. The truth most artists never hear. A label is not the goal. A label is a tool. Independence is not the struggle. Independence is the foundation. The real goal is leverage. When you build leverage, such as a fan base, streams, catalog, brand, you get to choose the deal you want or walk away from the ones you don't. Thank you all for tuning into today's video. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. If you want more videos breaking down the business side of music, such as royalties, publishing, sync licensing, and how to actually make money as an independent artist. Without further ado, thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next topic that we cover or on the next live stream. Farewell, Proj Black fans, and I'll see you guys next time.